Welcome back to today's episode of Daily Insight, where we discuss how OFWs can secure their hard-earned money. So when we're talking about Beam&Go, you mentioned that you have other services about seminars and training. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, we call it Learn&Go in Beam&Go. Learn&Go is that financial education and health and wellness seminars and workshops wing of Beam&Go, and that's where we really reach out to the communities, whether they're organizations based in overseas, let's say Hong Kong, Singapore, or these are LGUs here in the Philippines. So we have done quite a few since 2015. We've done over in the Philippines, we've done this Learn&Go workshop series where we talk about responsible spending. When you go to the supermarket, paano yung difference ng branded sa local, tingi-tingi, or bulk. When you go to the supermarket, dapat may dala kayong listahan. Ganon yung mga tinutulong ginagawa namin sa mga OFWs. Kasi pagdating nila sa supermarket, pwedeng kung saan-saan nila ginagastos.
Sa recipient to, yung
sa
seminars na to.
Yes.
Okay. Sa families.
Now, the focus to that is that the recipient needs to be financially educated.
Correct.
And we don't give advice on investments because there are other organizations that are experts at it.
Yes.
But what we're good at is responsible spending and purchasing.
Focusing talaga
Correct.
on the OFWs
Correct.
and families.
And we've had a couple of those with Senator Cynthia Villar. She has an NGO called Villar Sipag. There's also the LGUs like Iriga City with Mayor Ganggang Alfilor and Mayor Mads Alfilor. There's also in Lawag, we've also done that with the LGUs there. And we continue to do that here. And overseas, your question is, how do we do that overseas? Tumutulong kami sa mga OFWs overseas because we teach them about how do they live a healthy lifestyle. A lot of Filipinos, we don't know, when you work overseas, minsan malalaki pa rin tayo eh. Why? Because the food that we eat, panay kanin, you need to have a healthy balance of phytonutrients, which is supposed to be 50% of your food, fruits and vegetables.
Grabe,
25% lang dapat ang carbohydrates, tapos pwede namang brown rice. And also 25% are meats, pwede rin fish. Why do I promote that? The statistics would show number one cause of death sa Philippines is really high blood pressure, heart ailment, yung mga ganyang heart diseases, number one in Philippines. Our life expectancy is 69 years old. In other countries like Singapore, 84.5. In Japan, probably closer to 90 years old.
Yeah.
Why? We have no one else to blame but ourselves.
Okay. Randy and Albert, it's good to highlight that part.
Yes.
Na Beam&Go, you don't just offer your service to, of course, earn profit from it, earn profit from the OFWs and recipients. You also give back by educating them.
Yes.
Sabi ni Albert kanina, may mga seminars, training sila for the recipients, the families, how to spend the money, the remittances wisely. May trainings and seminars din sa OFWs naman for healthy living, how to take care of yourselves. Kasi kapag nagkasakit sila, sino nang magpapadala?
Oo, tama.
Yeah,
so for our OFWs who have your families, make sure you tell your recipients to go to those seminars.
Yes.
Financial literacy.
So sign up kayo sa beamandgo.com because if you sign up, we're not just selling products. These products, number one, it helps your families. And number two is that we educate you. We have a blog, we contribute, we share these articles, we give you tips because our goal is really to help families.
At yun yung gusto nating businesses na pinopromote sa Daily Insight, Randy.
Yes, family businesses.
Yes. And yung merong social responsibility.
Yes, yung social enterprise.
Social enterprise, hindi lang basta kumita, paano magkaroon ng negosyo. Also, how to help the society or the community. How to give back. Yun.
Now, for Beam&Go, what are your future plans? I know a lot of your partners are supermarkets, pharmacies, but what about, do you have any plans of branching out?
Okay. Number one is definitely at this point, we're only catering to less than 50% of the entire market for retail. And maliit pa siya. But if we need to target all the other provinces around the Philippines and make sure that we have all the supermarkets, the department stores, and also because that's our bread and butter, where we get 90% of our sales. Number two is sales channels. When you go overseas, the main challenge of fintech is also payments. How do you pay? How do you, so that's the reason why for us, we need to be innovative in terms of building technology and also partnering with other payment aggregators to make it easy for Filipinos to pay. The third thing that we do is technology is not, it's always evolving. And our insight is always think about the customer. Yung customer laging may problema. How do we make transactions easy? How do we make sure that we're efficient? How do we delight the customer? Sometimes it's not about the products itself, but it's more about how you made them feel. They have a problem. How do you serve them? And that's why when we serve them, parang mga Philippine Airlines is really the heart of the Filipino. For us, it's really Beam&Go. We really understand kung ano yung problema ng mga Filipino. And for us, we want to make you happy. We make you happy by giving you the best service.
Okay.
So those are the future plans.
Yes. And I think that would be a good segue now for our aspiring entrepreneurs who are watching. What is some words of advice? What are some things that they should focus on when they're starting their own business, like the things that you mentioned?
I think the best credit for this is when we started Beam&Go, and credit to the founders. Marilise is there, John is there, then soon they wrote me into the group. As entrepreneurs and investors, you need to always look at your customers and how do you really delight them and serve these customers. And if you look at all these products and services that you're providing, always know that it's not just building that technology, it's having that human element of being able to put yourselves in their shoes and really think through all the experience that they have gone through. And for us, even as executives in the company, we would go to Hong Kong, we would sit down in the stairs, we would sit down there at the cardboard boxes. Ganun yung buhay namin. NGO yung background ko. There's no prima donnas here. When you're serving the customers, you have to go down and be like them. And don't fake it. I mean, you can't fake these things. They would see it amongst themselves. You really have to go down, help them, and there are no excuses to it.
For like your staff, right? Aren't a lot of you OFWs?
Yes, and I have to credit everybody in the Beam&Go team. They've given 100% day-to-day in the company. It's not just the hiring practices, it's getting the right people. So these people, number one is not just intelligence and EQ. That's important. Number two, that's very important, is hard work, determination, giving your best, having no excuses, just doing the work, and that's professionalism. And by working overseas, that's what I learned. A lot of entrepreneurs, and I think if I can just give advice, just recently they interviewed Tessie Coson and also Manny Pangilinan about aspiring entrepreneurs and the issues of young people these days. Young people these days, they're smart because everything is online. They can Google it, everything is there. But they don't have high EQ. They think they're so good. They think they deserve everything. But the solution to that is also what? Going through pain, going through failure. But by going, let's say you failed in bar exam, it's fine. Because why? It's how you stand up and get the job done and navigate the waters, and that's where you will succeed. The next thing that Manny Pangilinan said naman is working overseas is good. My advice is, a lot of us, that's why in Beam&Go, we hired people, we give them the chance. Our staff, they go to Hong Kong, they go to Singapore when we have our road shows, because we want them to get the taste of what it's like to be there overseas.
Yes, so I think that was a lot of words of advice.
Randy will try to summarize that.
Hard work, and it's good to know your customer.
Yes.
To be in their shoes, to realize what are the things that they go through in order for you to give a product that delights them.
Correct. Yung grassroots talaga. And also what I like about that advice also is that ang iisipin mo hindi lang yung sarili mo, hindi yung business. How to earn profit from these clients or these services. What you think first is what are the needs of the client.
Yes.
Kasi feeling ko, tingin ko talaga, yun yung sustainable na business eh. As long as there's a need at napoprovide mo yung need na yun, which is yun, yung need ng OFW for Beam&Go, then it will be sustainable. Kasi may need nga. Hindi lang yung basta gusto mo lang kumita.
Yes.
And again, hard work, experiencing challenges and struggles, it's okay, it's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So let's see if we have some more comments. We had a lot of people asking questions before, so let's see what other comments.
Okay, batiin ko from comments natin sa fourth and last segment natin. Nerissa Yuson, hello po. Krisha Lastimado, Jolie Bermudez, Luisa Licuan,
Wow.
Josh Valdez, they're from Hong Kong, Riyadh, and Singapore.
Tamang-tama.
Tama. May
Tomorrow, our team will be in Hong Kong,
Yes.
and we'll be doing some of the financial literacy workshops for Pacific Ace.
Ayun.
I know you
Habol
guys know
sila.
Pacific Ace. The easiest way for you to transact through Beam&Go is go to Pacific Ace, and they're great partners. Just go there. You can choose the supermarkets. They know how to respond and cater to you.
Very nice. So habol sila, Josh Valdez, Tita Vanji, Angel Pulpulan, Camille Castañas, hello to the OFWs there. And Camille Castañas from your team, I guess. And Gerald Reyes, Beam&Go.
Yes.
Please like and share Eagle News. Hello, Kuya Gerald.
Galing.
Yeah. And shout out to our sponsors, Randy.
Yes, to Vandara Thai Facial Spa. Visit them on Resayas brand.
Yes, hi Ara. She's opening the Fashion Hub very soon.
Yes.
And to Bel Air, they celebrated their 5th year anniversary for the Children's Worship Service.
Happy
Mahal ng
anniversary.
Bel Air Metro Manila South. Happy anniversary to the MTs, officers, and the children of the
Yes, so thank you
CWS.
to all of our viewers. Thank you to Albert. This has been Mornings filled with meaningful business talk.
Giving you useful advice on how to win at your career.
I am Randy Bernardino.
I am Mayan Manzano, and this is
Daily Insight.